I did want to show you guys my notebook so far. The one I shared with you guys on the page was a copy of what I was working on. So this is the original. The original has links that allow you to click to take you to the chapters. So I can go to chapter 1 and then browse through the 4 pages or 5 pages, 4 pages of chapter 1 back and forth. So all of these are linked. I can also go to chapter 2. And chapter 2, I have like 2 pages so far. And then chapter 3, I probably forgot. Some of the, so I think I clicked on it too much. So these pages also have like a home link. That way it takes them back to the home page. And you can jump back and forth from using that link. So what I wanted to show you guys was how to add slides in a master view, or also how to add slides to students, how to edit the tabs, how to add links to your tabs, and then how to manipulate your own template. So this is the one I've created so far and I haven't finished it. So I'm gonna go to the master slides. In order to do that, you have to go to view and then click on master. So these master slides, once you add them to the student view, they won't be able to edit. So that's what you really want. That way students aren't playing with the words and stuff like that. So this is the last slide I've sort of created. So if I want to add a new slide, you can just add it, or you can also recycle some of the old ones. So some of these are just some empty template slides. So let's say, because I am adding another slide to chapter 5, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this layout. That way it stays with the same banner on top. So what I usually do is I duplicate it and then I delete the stuff I have on it. So you guys wanna work smarter, not harder. So I don't have to type out this layout again. So let's say on this new slide, I wanna add a text box. Well, then you can just add a text box. You can make it as big as you want. For this new slide, I'm gonna make it on abdominal regions. It's no misspelling. And then I'll also just put like a quick description of that. So I'll just put I'll just put something real quick. And then you can also make it as big as you'd like. What I like to do is add pictures. So I usually recycle some of the stuff I have already on my slides. So let's say I wanted to use a picture from over here. I'm gonna put it in this page now. So you just paste it on there. And then I'll move this up. Oops, did the wrong one. So if I'm good with that side, I'm gonna go back and edit, but I'm just like showing you guys kind of what I do. So I want to put this empty one on this side. So because they are labeled on this side I would want to assign the students to do something on this side. So I will add another text box and then just kind of give them an assignment there. So I can say in the abdominal regions below, label the prominent organ or organs in each of the regions. So that's just what they'll have to do. So they have to add that. So also I like to make the text a lot bigger. Then I can make that picture bigger. So I'll probably go back and edit this page on how it looks. But let's say you're satisfied with this page and you want this page on what the students see. So then you just exit this master view. You can just click on the side and it'll take you back to the slides. So over here, since this is the last page I added, you'll go to add a new slide. And then you look for that slide that you want to add. And these are all the ones that are created already. This is the last one I created. So it adds it here for the students. So I don't know if you guys saw that there's like tabs on the side. And then, so I don't, so here for chapter 1, I just have like the slides for chapter 1. So let's go and edit the ones for chapter 5. That way you guys see how those, I'm playing with those. So here in chapter 5, if you just want the ones for chapter 5, or you want to also showcase the other ones, I mean, you can just delete them. So chapter 5 actually has 4 pages. So I'm gonna add a new page, a new tab page. So just copy and paste, and then you can put the tab wherever you want it. And then I'm just gonna change this here down to say 5D, and then I'm gonna push it to the back. So you just put order and then send it to the back. So here, this is the page they're on. So that's why it shows you the name of the page. So now I'm gonna edit, well, I'm gonna put all these tabs on the rest of chapter 5 slides. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy. So then on this page here, this is showing you like how the template had it already. I'm just gonna delete those and then paste them on here, and I'll push them all to the back. But now this is page 5B for them. So I'll go ahead and push that one to the front. And then I'll do the same for the rest of the pages on chapter 5. And then I'll probably go move it a little bit and move the pictures in a little bit. That way the tab fits a lot better. So any changes that you do to the master slide, you'll see them over here in the student view. So now the pages chapter 5 are showing the way we've manipulated them. So those are the ways that you'll add tabs, or you can change them however you'd like. So I'm just going through the slides, that way you see how I've changed those tabs and some of the other ones. The other thing I wanted to show you is how to add the links that you can use to access different pages. So let's say for chapter 5, if I'm gonna add links so they can jump from chapter 5 to chapter 1, or from chapter 5 to 2 and stuff like that, what you do is you insert just any shape. You can do a square, and then go ahead and put it where you want it to be. So I'm changing the color of it to be transparent, and also the border. So now you can't see the square that's there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and put it on each of the tabs there. If at any point you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I don't know if I'm going too fast, or if you want me to go slower.
Would you be able to email us this recording? I see that it's being recorded. Will we be able to email it? Because I like to follow along. I'm not actually doing what you're doing now, but if I could, that would help me actually learn how to do it. I
can email you guys the recording. So I am recording it because a lot of people said that they weren't able to join right now.
Yeah.
For other reasons. So I'll go ahead and send that one. So now that I have all those little boxes, I'm gonna add a link to it. So, and then I'll link it to another page in the presentation. So for chapter 1, I started on page 3. So I'm gonna link it to page 3 and then apply it. And then for chapter 2, I believe it starts on page 7. Yeah, it starts on page 7. So I will link that to page 7.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me how I was doing my virtual classroom via Google Google Slides. So some of it looks very familiar, or other parts, like you said, the layout and the templates and the things like that is a little different. But I really, really like this.
Yeah. And then you guys, since I don't know, if you don't like my layout, that's why the next thing I'll show you is how to make your own. And then maybe if you do like the background, that's fine. I'll show you how to just remove everything.
Okay.
So this is chapter 1, 9, and 10. I should have written this down.
Yeah, I taught principals last year. I don't have it this year, but this would have been really, really great, especially from kids working from home or that missed a day. They could still kind of do the work without me having to try to find a worksheet to give them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just linking the pages of the slides on here. So chapter 5 starts on 20. So then the next one is this one here. So the reason I'm linking all of these boxes, I'll show you in a little bit. There's like some easy ways that you can then put it on the rest of the slides. So that's why I'm linking all of the boxes, even the one that the page is on.
What book do you use for your class?
It's the, I believe it's called, it's by Goodhart and Wilcox. It's called Introduction to Health Science, Pathways to Your Future.
Okay.
So I'm gonna zoom out.
That's the book I have.
I'm gonna zoom out on this page. That way I can see the next link here. And then I'll, so the next one, slide 20. It's 23. So I also saw another cheat thing. So like, because I can't see that box, I'm just gonna move it. So I'm looking for the last slide in the presentation. And then I'll just put it back in the, I'll put back that box down here. Let's zoom down more. Okay, so now all those, oops, sorry guys. All of those pages are linked now. Sorry, I don't know what it's doing.
Do you know what font you have for Chapter 5 Academic Knowledge? It's really hard to find a font with the lowercase a written that way.
I don't know, actually, I'm stuck on with the magnifying glass. Do you know how to get out of that magnifying glass?
Click the magnifying glass, like up where it's kind of a highlighted orange.
Oh, all right, there it is. Okay. So you want to know the font for that one? It's Comforta.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, you can change these so that if you think it's not that visible, you can change it to some other fonts. I haven't gone back to play with the fonts. So going back to this one over here, so I linked all of these tabs to a slide. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna copy all of those links, just do a Control-C for control copy, and then I'll paste them on the next pages. That way all of them have links now. And it's gonna link it to the correct page since we're not moving the order. I think all of them.
So a question while you're working on that. what does, if this is your digital one, what does your one in class look like? Does it look exactly like this, or will it be different?
So we won't do in person until after September 27. So
Oh, okay.
we do go back after September 27. It does look a lot similar to that, but it's in a composition book, in an actual composition book. So instead of having these pages over here, it's something that they tape onto the composition book.
Okay. And because I use the interactive notebooks in my class all the time, but
Yeah.
and I see how you're putting the information on the page. I think right now I'm probably more stuck on like what you were just doing, how to do the pages and how to, you know, link to make the kids do something. I think that's where my questions probably more are. I can, you know, type words on the page, but how to make this work is probably what I am wondering the most. So keep showing us. It's looking good.
Yeah, I added so many pages. I'm sorry. So I think when I was doing Control C, it added like it duplicated some of the slides I had. So once you have those links the way you want them, they'll work in the presentation. So I'll just show you what those links we're doing. So it'll take you back within those pages. So I'll go back and, so I think my internet's a little bit lagging right now. So I'm showing you, but they will link to the pages that you're telling it to link. So the next thing I was gonna show you guys was also how to manipulate your own template. So if you go to your Google Drive and then you have that link that I shared, you can right click on it and then make another copy of for yourself. So let's say you make another copy. So I'll have another one called copy of the copy. So then you can name it whatever you'd like. I did notice, or some people mentioned that they wanted to make a medical terminology one. So let's say you don't want principles of health science, you want a midterm one, then you can just go and edit this one and then make a medical terminology one. So what you can do is then you can delete all of the pages that we've added so far. This is now your own. This is a different one. So, I mean, you guys can add and take off pages as you please. So then you're gonna edit the pages in master view. So here also, because let's say we're making this one for midterm, well then we don't need any of the principles classes. So you can delete those pages. So this layout here, somebody else shared it and I liked the way they showed the pages. So that's why I kept this one. So I don't know if you guys followed there's another post on the DOA page that was people asking about an interactive notebook. And then they shared a page or another group. This is where I got this template from. So somebody else shared it. So if you're gonna be making a different notebook, you can use this template here, or you can look for other ones. That way you guys don't have to start from scratch, because it is a lot of work. So they have some really nice pages. So that's why I didn't delete them. That way you guys could play around with them. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, someone asked, how do you check to see if the student is actually doing the pages that you assign?
Yeah, so once you share it with the student, I would recommend you ask them to share it with you. So once they make a copy, have them add you here. So that means that once they share it with you on your Google Drive, I would recommend, because you're gonna have a lot of them on Google Drive if you save them all. So I would have you do like a different folder for interactive notebooks, and then you can even divide them by period, and then you can just select or have the students name them like second period Anna or third period Ben, and then you can open them up and then see the work that they've been doing on them.
Okay, so kind of like Google Classroom where you can see when students are actually in there doing the work kind of thing, right?
Yeah, so you would go through
Okay.
the pages and see, so let's say I'm a student, let's say this is the page they're working on. So they would add a text box, so they'll insert a text box. So here the assignment is read the descriptions and add a vocabulary word, or for each vocabulary word, insert an example of it in the blank cell provided. So here, medical term, they would create just any medical term that they know. They could put, I don't know, I blank out right now. Okay, let's put gastritis. They can add gastritis, and then they can keep adding more text box or copy and paste them.
Okay.
Do you know if you put the like text box in for them in this view, will it be there for them, or do they have to add it?
No, yeah, so if you add it, so if let's say I add a text box, and you can maybe color it a different color, that way they can see it. As long as something's there, they'll be able to add text here or.
Okay.
So you can add as many boxes of those as you'd want, and then just put them where the students have to add them.
Yeah.
But whatever you add in master view, they can't change.
Yeah, so if you add it in master view, it won't let them double click on it and add it.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I think with freshmen, that add text here box would be very helpful. Otherwise, they say, I didn't know where to put it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have 8th graders that I was like, oh my.
Yeah. So yeah, I would possibly go back and add the text box and then just leave it like that. That way they know where to start. You don't know how text heavy they might be. I don't know. Do you guys have any other questions? Or is there something I didn't go over? I'm not sure.
Where's the best place to leave our email address for a copy of this?
I would just look for it on the THOA page. Right now, since I'm still manipulating it, I don't want to share this this copy yet because I'm still like taking off pages or adding pages. I'm still trying to like see how I like it. I'm pretty critical on my work, but for sure, once I'm done with it, I'll share this link also, like a copy of it, to the THOA page.
Okay, but also this recording, you're gonna put that on the THOA page too, or is
Yeah,
that
I'll just send it through the THOA page. That way, I don't have to like send it to a lot of people.
okay?
Thank
you so much. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
that works.
you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, no problem. Is there any other questions? I don't know. I wasn't looking at this.
Nope, that's pretty good.
I had a question. Just I was talking to some of my co-teachers. I haven't done principals before, but is there a way that you can have Google grade anything in here, or you can embed like a quiz or anything like that, or is this strictly you're doing for notes?
No, so I don't know how. I don't know if there is something like that for Google.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you embed like you can make a quiz in Google Forms, and then you could probably embed the link to that quiz.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you can do that, but I know I do it through Canvas because that's what we use at my school, Canvas, and it actually automatically grades stuff for you, as long as you put the answers in there. But I don't know. And we just link it to Google Docs and slides and things like that and integrate it. But it has to come through another, like a third party, like a Canvas or a Google Classroom where it get graded.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that looks really good. Thank you again.
It does. It looks really good.
All right. Well, if there's anything any other questions you might have, you can also ask them on THOA, and I'll go ahead and respond to them through there.